It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Dustin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And we're off from Acrisure. Cordero Patterson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Throw secured by George Pickens. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down throw from Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's second down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Wilson now from the gun. He finds Pickens left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Wilson on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On play action now, Wilson. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Russ off the play fake. Catch is made in close. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Mike Williams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to #1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing, it's Jameis Winston.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Winston to throw it. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down from the gun. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. He's got time here. The Browns close in and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Browns will go on offense. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
That's complete, David Njoku. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. Nice run across the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Chubb has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Winston. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Patterson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Give him 24 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Now Wilson on the play fake. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Winston to the air. Connecting on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Winston now. Finding Judy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Winston. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Browns facing a deficit near the break. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, here's Winston. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 28. That one complete to Njoku. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Winston. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. Holding just a field goal lead, probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st down, here's Russ. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's a Steelers 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Taken in by Harris. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Second and 3 now. Once more, it's Wilson. Stays. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll have a chance to run 1 play before time expires. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, no more excitement here in this 1st half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breaths as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Steelers got a solid performance in that 1st half from their veteran QB, Russell Wilson. He had a touchdown pass in that 1st half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Winston to throw it. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Throwing the out route complete. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Winston looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Warren quick on the draw. And he gets him around 6 there. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They give now to Najee. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. He's got it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Browns and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Winston now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Winston. He throws a bullet to the set, brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game.
Browns 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And last touchdown cuts their lead from 10 to 3, but a chance to restore it right here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and on a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He fires one deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 4th down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Now comes their punter. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Winston. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Winston. Finding Jeudy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. Now give right side to Chubb. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Chubb. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing is Winston. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Chubb on second down. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the play there. Might need to dig into that bag of tricks for third and very long.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He's marking won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Ross off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers holding on to a field goal lead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Warren here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. This is Harris on second down. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.